I'm Kristin with the Rogers Public Library, and this week for Catch 'em All at the library, we will be focusing on Bellsprout. So in your craft packet, you're going to have a little cardboard stand that is pre-made, painted white. You can color this and design this however you want. This is going to be a little stand or a background for our Bellsprout that we make, because he's going to be a little too top heavy to stand up. So you will either be able to set your background up so that this flat part is the bottom, and it will keep it more upright, or if you want it to lean back, so your Bellsprout leans back on it, then you can use the angled edge to lay your background down a little bit, but it's still propped up, and have your Bellsprout leaning against it. So it's up to you which way you'd like to do it, but you can design that however you would like. And then you are also going to have several pipe cleaners in different colors. We'll have 1 pink, 3 yellow, 2 green, and 3 brown. And you will have a small white rectangle that will have 2 little bitty eyes printed on it. And I've already cut mine out, but you'll just need to cut out your eyes, decorate your background however you would like, and then I will show you how to turn all of these pipe cleaners and the little eyes into a Bellsprout. So I've got my little eyes cut out over here, and then I have all of my pieces to make a Bellsprout. Now, I am going to start with the head. So I'm going to take my yellow pipe cleaners. I'm going to start with 1. And I'm just going to fold the very end just a little bit over flat on top of itself. And then I'm going to start rolling it, pinching it, and rolling it into a little oval. Once I get about 2/3 of the way down, I'm going to take my second yellow pipe cleaner. I'm going to overlap each end, a little bit of the end of the new one with the end of the first one. I'm going to just twist them together. And this will secure them so that they continue on into one long pipe cleaner. So now that I have about 2/3 of the first one rolled up flat, now I'm going to start bringing it into more of a 3D shape. I'm going to start going around just like we have been, but instead of keeping it flat, we're going to lift up just a little bit so that we're going to start making kind of like a little bowl. And we're just going to keep going around, making our little kind of bowl shape until we get through about 2/3 of our second one. And we're going to attach our third one the same way we attached our second one. And then we're just going to keep going around, and it's going to stick out a little. We'll fix that here in a minute to get it to stay in place. And now we're going to start making each circle a little bit smaller so that it's going to start out large at the back and start getting smaller as we come forward to make the shape of our Bellsprout. Once we get about 2/3 of the way through our final yellow pipe cleaner, it's going to look a little messy, and that's okay. We're going to kind of press it together a little bit so that we're holding it into the shape that we want it to stay. And we're going to fold this end of our last yellow pipe cleaner and push it back all the way through to the section that we made starting out, where it is flat circles on the back. Okay, so we're going to push that through and pull it, and then we're going to just pinch and shape a little bit to make sure we get our circles going in smaller and smaller in a way that doesn't leave a whole lot of gaps. It's okay to have some gaps, but we want to get rid of some of them at least. So I'm just going to kind of pinch it until we get the shape that we want. And then we're going to wrap, we're going to stick this part that we pulled from the front, go all the way through to the back where it is flat, and then wrap it around and bring it back up towards the front. And as we do that, it's going to keep this bottom part held together and secure. And then we're just going to tuck it back in the front again, so that it is going to hold all of this in place. Now it's still going to gap a little more on the top, and that's fine. So that is most of the head. Now we're going to take our pink and we're going to attach it to the little loop at the front of the yellow, and then we're just going to twist that around so that our pink is securely fastened to our yellow. And then we're going to go around a few more times with the pink to make the kind of mouth section. And we're just going to wrap that around the same area a few times. And then I'm going to bring that around, and we're going to bring it up to the top. So the opposite side from where the yellow has gone through at the bottom to hold it all together. I'm going to pull this pink up to the top and then loop it around and push it back in again, going towards the back. So then we'll have the head. It's okay if it's messy. It's not going to be perfect. Everyone is going to look different, and that's what makes them special. Okay, so there's the basic shape of the head for our Bellsprout. Now, grab some glue. I'm going to use some tacky glue, and I'm just going to put a little dot of glue on each side of the head, a little more than halfway back and up towards the top, but where it's still on the sides. And then we're going to take our little eyes and glue them onto the side of our little Bellsprout's head. And then we can let that sit and the eyes dry a little bit while we work on the body. So next we're going to take our browns and we're going to start with one and fold it in half. Once it's folded in half, we're going to grab a second one and we're going to wrap our second one to one of the open ends, just like we did with the yellows, to attach them together. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side with our third piece. Now, this is going to be the main body, like the stem. Our longer pieces that we've added are going to be the roots or the feet. So we're going to go about halfway down and then go back and leave a little bit extra, so about a third of the way. Pinch that end to make that stay. And then we're going to take this little V that we made and make another V. So now we have a zigzag. Turn it again to make one more. Now we have basically a W. Then we're going to take this long end that's still sticking out, fold it back up one more time, back down one more time, and now we have a few little wiggles. Now pinch these little wiggles that we made together. These are going to be like the roots, the feet. We're going to bring the rest of this back up and we're just going to wrap it around and around and around. And that's going to further solidify, give a little more stability to the rest of this as it goes up. And it makes it a little more twisty. Okay. So then you can kind of shape the little toes and legs however you want them to be. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Then we're going to take our green, our first green, fold it all the way around the middle of our brown, twist it around so it's nice and secure right in the middle. And then we're going to take one end of our green and start folding it in, wrapping it all up, and then bring the second one around, right around the outside, and then wrap that last end back around the middle on the brown. And then we're going to pinch both ends to make a leaf. So then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Then we're just going to take our brown, I'm going to stick it up into the head, and then reach inside and bend that brown down so that it holds inside. The brown will be holding on to the Bellsprout. Now you can see he is not going to stand up on his own, but that is okay. If you want to make sure that this middle part here of the branch or his trunk doesn't come apart. You can twist the rest of the brown together so that it stays put until you're ready for it to move. Then you can just grab your background and we can lean him against it, and there you have your little Bellsprout. And that is our craft for this week. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next week to make another Pokemon.